Okay. Love this song. Okay, so we're still at the skate park, but we are now 90% complete. We have, like, one wall, I think, which is weird. I think, like, a ramp. And the floor, of course. Do we not have a ramp anymore? I genuinely forgot that I cleaned that off. I, like, only play Power Simulator at, like, 2 in the morning. I don't fucking recall. I do not fucking recall. Okay. Well, here we are, back in Power Washville. Last time I got pretty fucking, I got a little melancholy last time we did this. I talked about some real shit. Which is not something I stray from on my streams. I just... I need to stop myself a lot of the time. Because I don't want to get too... Because, like... For me, like, getting too sad isn't a thing. If that makes sense. Like, or talking too sad isn't a thing, I should say, to specify. Saying something, like, to myself or, like, around other people, like, I could talk about real dark shit and, like, not be, like, and not start breaking down crying. Like, it doesn't make me happy, like, it won't make me, but it won't make me, like, super fucking mopey for the rest of the day. Like, I can stomach that shit for people. And myself. And I'm pretty desensitized, I'm an edgy bitch. But, like... If it comes to certain topics, or I'm, like, self-deprecating too much, or I'm, like, anxious about something, then it's a little different. Specifically, if I bring up topics, like the beginning of this year, and why I took so many mental health breaks, and, like, shit like that, I have to, like, stop myself, because I'm like, I'm gonna get too deep in, and, like, start getting actually fucking sad on stream, which is not a good thing to do. I think the only time I've been, like, actually fucking, like, sad on a stream was, after I released that one music thing that I don't want to talk about. Now that I think about it. If you know, you know, I guess. But, which most people don't, that's okay. What else am I talking about? About sad shit. But yeah, I could talk about, like, fucking, like, a lot of shit that, like, makes me sad. Like, I could talk about, like, the current state of, like, transgender affairs in America. I could talk about, you know, the police force. I could talk about a bunch of shit. And it wouldn't necessarily make me sad. There's another part of me that's like, well, I'm not the only one here. It's kind of the point of Twitch. You know? Like, if I wanted to do shit like that frequently and really talk about real bummer stuff, like, I could make, like, a vlog, you know? But normally I don't. I actually had, like, a fucking, like, podcast idea recently. I've had 2 podcast ideas. 2, like, major podcast ideas. Because one is just, like, a vague idea of, like, oh, I should do a writing podcast. I should make some sequential fiction shit, like fucking Night Vale. But even then, I don't know what I'm talking about with that, because I don't listen to Night Vale, because someone who treated me incredibly fucking poorly was super into Night Vale. So every time I even see, like, the logo, I, like, get bad fucking flashbacks. So, anyway. Main point for those who don't know what Welcome to Night Vale is, I'm not necessarily not recommending it. I only listened to, like, 1 or 2 episodes, I think. But, like, I definitely listened to 1 episode all the way through. And I thought it was clever. I didn't love it. It got a few giggles out of me. Which isn't really the point of it, but it's clever. It has wit. There is funny shit about it. It's mostly just fucking creepy and weird. Which is cool. But, anyway. But that's like me doing something like that isn't really an idea. I don't have like a plot set up or anything. I'm just like, oh, what if I did something like that? I actually had an idea for something like that. Oh, let's get sad. Here's the song to get sad to. It's the options song from Sonic the Mega Collection. No, it's the extras. Oh, I'm flipping through comic book covers and crying. Oh yeah, my two podcast ideas. One is to bring back Rings Cast, which I don't think I have enough people interested to do Rings Cast. I wish I fucking did. And it's not to say, oh god, my friend circle sucks, so they don't want to do a fucking podcast with me. It's because, like, Rings Cast takes preparation to do. For me, it's not that bad. But for, like, everyone else involved, it's like, this is a thing you gotta do. And even... Actually, what the fuck am I talking about? You guys don't know what Rings Cast is. So, there was a Rings Cast. It's no longer public. It's no longer available, like, anywhere. Because the first episode I kept up... it was actually my friend Brad and I talking about Death Note after I watched Death Note for the first time. Which is now one of my favorite shows of all time, and one of my favorite mangas of all time. He's always been a big fan. He's a bigger fan of Death Note than I am. And, yeah, so we were talking about it. Well, the main thing, I brought up to, like, a few of my friends that I made content with more frequently, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna do this thing, it's called Rings Cast, and it's kind of like a book club, but for, like, whatever media. So, like, it could be books, but, like, it's like a season of a TV show, or, like, a movie, or, like, you know, a series that just lasts one season, like Cowboy Bebop or something. And we all have to partake in this media, finish it on our own time, you know, there's no schedule, you know, you just finish it when you can. But once it's all fresh and... the main thing that's kind of a rushed point to it, though, is that, like, okay, we all have to finish it up around the same time. So, like, the memories of what the media is are relatively fresh in our brains. And then we talk about it for... I think 40 minutes. I think we recorded 40 minutes. And then I would cut it out, and, like, I would cut out, like, a bunch of fucking, like, big vocal pauses, or, like, anything that I just didn't want in the episode. Or didn't think it was, like, interesting, or was just us rambling about something else, or, like, me, like, saying something about the production that wasn't interesting. By the production, I mean Rings Cast, not the fucking... whatever we're talking about. There were 2 episodes. They were both about anime. And both of them had Brad in it, actually. The first one was... Death Note. Which was a very good time. It was a good episode. It was like a good podcast. Like the first episode, it was like a strong episode to start it out with. It was funny. We actually had interesting commentary. We had a lot of interesting comparison to like other shows. I compared Death Note to Breaking Bad a lot, and Brad was like, "That's not weird. I actually think about that a lot." And I was like, "Oh, cool." It wasn't that basic. We made actual like comparison points, and it was interesting. The main thing, though, was that, like, Brad didn't have to watch Death Note all the way through again to get that, and I was like, we're doing Death Note, so you don't have to watch it this time, but, like, this is kind of what I want to do with the Rings Cast, just so you know. So if you have anything you want to do on Rings Cast, let me know, and I'll do it. And he's like, okay, cool. I don't think anybody ever gave me any suggestions on what to do. The second one, I was like, hey, I went to the group chat, which was a very transphobic person I was friends with at the time. His brother, who's transphobic, but not really transphobic. I mean, he is transphobic, but he's not, like, crazy transphobic. If you talk to him about transphobic people, he'll start slipping up, you know, whatever. His brother is, like, transphobic. He's one of those people that's like, well, I'm not going to be offensive about it to their face, but, like, behind closed doors, I'm going to talk about how, you know, what your gender is in your pants, etc. And then Brad. And then me. And it was One Punch Man Season 1, back when that was newer. It was, like, recent. It wasn't brand new, but it was, like, newer. One Punch Man Season 1's anime. And this was before Season 2 came out. So, it was in speculation. It was publicly announced that they were going to switch studios. And, it was kind of teased at, like, what they were going to talk about. Like, they're going to bring in King and stuff like that. But, like, beyond that, like, we didn't know much about Season 2. Anyway, that one went less well, in my opinion. But, like, it also was, like, not unfunny. But most of it was just, like, bringing up stupid hypotheticals and shit. Like, it wasn't, like, super interesting in comparison to the first episode. Like, the Death Note episode was really good. Episode 2 was not that great. The reason we stopped doing Rings Cast was just nobody was interested in it. Or, rather, none of my friends really wanted to do it. That's been my problem recently, is trying to figure out, like... I want to do content that will interest both parties with the people that I do shit with. The problem being, in my current friend circle, the only, like, 2 people that I regularly do shit with... Because, like, Taylor's, like, you know... I guess for all intents and purposes, a content creator, but she's like a graphic designer and artist. It's different. What's left on the skate park floor? The fuck? Because this counts as this is not the skate park floor. This is the quarter pipe. It'll show me probably, I'm sure, after I do all this. Or fuck me. Or fuck Ada. Never mind. Oops. I accidentally tapped the switch button on the desk. Not the Switch, this isn't the Switch, it's the PC. The Switch heads button. I need to add more songs in this playlist. I really like the Sonic jams. I really like the Sonic banger playlist. I don't remember if I ever added any Forces songs to it, because I never played Forces. Because I kind of just wanted to add a bit of everything. You know, I wanted to add a bit of, like, you know, even if it's a game that I fucking hate in the franchise, but other people like, they'll be like, oh, cool, it's a Sonic game I know. Stuff like that, you know. Because I have, like, 2 Team Sonic Racing songs on here. But I actually like Team Sonic Racing. I mean, it's shit. Like, I get why people hate it, but I thought it, like, had potential. Or I thought it was fine. Like, it's a fun game in a general sense. But, like, for the sum of its parts, it's pretty shit. I get why people hate it. I never beat the campaign mode because it's so fucking frustrating. Anyway, Rings Cast. I wanted to bring that back, but again, I gotta find shit to do. Oh, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, so, like, because, like, Tanner is, you know, a longtime friend of mine, and he's, you know, he plays video games pretty frequently, but, like, our schedules aren't in sync right now. They haven't been for, like, years. And, which that's never stopped us from making funny stuff before together, but, like, he's not, like, a content creator. So, like, making stuff with him is more spur of the moment, like, hey, let's just do this and play this video game, and you make little sillies over it if you want. And he's like, okay, cool, and then he'll do it. And unfortunately, a lot of that was old shit that we deleted on a channel that no longer exists, which sucks. So all we have now is, like, a few stream VODs, a Randomrings Let's Play video that I don't even have public anymore. Upper floor, skate park floor, and wall. Oh, okay, this is the upper floor. This is fine. I don't know if he'd be super interested to do fucking Rings Cast. It doesn't seem like his jam. I mean, if he ever wanted to, I'd be more than happy to fucking do a Rings Cast with Tanner. That'd be great. But who else do I do shit with? I think Taylor would do a Rings Cast with me. It's just a matter of, like, timing. That's the only reason we haven't been doing a lot of shit together. Like, even off, like, stream. Like, I was so fucking excited because the other day we all played Fall Guys together. It was, like, me and her and a bunch of other people, like, that aren't, you know, in the... I say public eye, but you know what I mean. They're not people that, like, want to be, like, online and, like, a lot of people knowing what the fuck they're doing. Not in a shady way, just not everybody wants to be, like, you know, publicly seen with shit that I do. Which is fine. But yeah, I think Taylor would do a Rings cast. It would just be a matter of what it is, and if it's something that like, interests her or not. Like, I don't think she's like, I don't know. It would depend on what it is. But I think she would do Rings cast if I brought it back. Taylor and I have interesting conversations about fucking like media and shit. Like doing Rings cast would be good. It depends on if she wanted to do it or not. I think Sat would probably maybe do one, but it depends on like what it is. And it'd probably end up being a video game or like an MCU movie or something. Which, like, even then, I can't think of an MCU movie we'd like talk about that would be like an actually interesting conversation. Because most of my opinions on the MCU are just like, this is whatever if you don't care about any form of like actual artistry. That's like where most of my opinions end on like most of the movies, for better or worse. I'm like, sure. I'm like, if you literally want nothing like thought-provoking at all out of the media you spend 2 hours watching, then this movie's fine. That's how I feel about most of the MCU films. There's some I like more than others. Like, I think Homecoming, I think there's a lot more to say about Spider-Man Homecoming than people give it credit for. I think that's actually a good movie. Like, we could talk about Infinity War, but like, at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know. It's stuff Sat and I have already talked about before, and like, eh. So it'd have to be something else. Actually, if he wanted to... I'm not gonna talk to him about this, so I shouldn't say it on stream behind his back when he's not here. I was gonna say he hasn't seen Knives Out. He's a big fucking fan of Star Wars Episode 8, and I'm not. But I am a big fan of Rian Johnson's other works, Knives Out, and the few scenes of or the few episodes of Breaking Bad he wrote, including the Fly episode was him. It was a fucking great episode of that show. Whoa, nice fucking... Woo! Okay, what else we got? I mean, because there's some little goopies over here. Is that all at once? Okay, yeah, I just didn't get enough goopies. Oh, what fucking wall? What fucking wall? I have no fucking clue what wall it wants me to get. No idea. I'm pretty sure I got them all. Oh yeah, this fucking song. Hell yeah. Okay, what else do we do shit with? I'm like, Brad, I don't even, that's the thing, Brad is who I started Rings Cast with. I don't even think he'd want to do it again. Truth be told, his like, I guess thought process, for lack of a better term, of like what content he has made and wants to continue making is like changed so much. That's why he, like, the only collabs we really like do anymore are like not really collab, it's just me hanging out and him come hang out on stream, which is fine. I have zero problem with that, to be clear. I need to clarify these things because sometimes people think I'm being a fucking asshole about shit, and I'm like, I'm really not. I don't mean to be. Like, a lot of things, or rather, a lot of things I think people are like, are you angry? Are you fucked up? What's wrong with you right now? And I'm like, no, I'm fine. I'm perfectly fucking okay. I'm just fucking weird. What fucking wall? What the fuck? What wall? What wall, you sons of bitches? I don't know. I don't know which wall it wants. I'm like at a loss. I have no fucking idea. You would think it's like down here, but it's not. Is it? No, I'm hitting the right button. That's just a shadow, I guess. Right? Yeah. Yeah, it's just a weird dark spot for no reason on that wall. What fucking wall? I can't jump up there from there, can I? No, I can't. I don't know. Let's wait, whoa, hold on. Did I see it? Did I see it? Did I see it? Did I see it? Aiden, did you see it? It's not that wall. It's not that wall. It's not that wall. What the fuck? Oh, I hate this shit. I hate it when this game does this. People are like, yes, Power Wash Simulator is so chill. I love Power Wash Simulator. It's so fucking chill and fun. It's like, why does this happen so fucking frequently? Eventually, I think it just like straight up tells you where it is and like flashes the fucking part that you haven't finished. But this is clearly not gonna be one of those fucking times. Okay, this is a wall. Does this have gump? Does this have goop? In any fucking capacity at all? It doesn't seem to. I'm gonna lose my fucking gourd. On stream, even, if you can imagine. On stream, even. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Okay, we didn't go, like, all the way up top. And we know we did, didn't we? I don't know, fucking know. Which fucking wall? This is unfucking believable. It's not that one. It can't be that one. It can't be that one. It can't be those. It's none of them. I'm so fucking perplexed. Unbelievably perplexed right now. What the fuck? Where is it? Maybe it's up here? Maybe it's behind the... No? It's not that one. Wait a minute, is it? No. My eyes are playing tricks on me because I'm tired and shouldn't be drinking so much soda. It's almost 1 a.m. This won't, by any stretch of the imagination, be the longest stream I've ever done. But I think it will be the latest that we've ever streamed. Probably. We've streamed later than this before. I think we've streamed till like 2 in the morning before, actually, so maybe not. It probably won't be that long. We'll see. I haven't done a really late night stream in a while, so this is actually like cool. I don't have anywhere to be tomorrow morning. I don't have to go to my job until later. Oh? Is there like a smudge like under the graphic, under the texture? No. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I found it. But I don't know where it is. It has to be up there. Oh, you fucking... I've got the skate park done, bitch. Yes! It's up here. It's up here. I found it. I fucking found it. Fuck you. You piece of fucking shit. I can't... Oh, you can't walk on this wall. Fuck off. Well, now what? What left on it could possibly be fucking power washed. Power wash simulator? You fuck. There we go. That was $200 just for finishing it. We got 3,000. We just surpassed $3,000. Watch this shit. Watch me be an idiot. Here we go. Clean fucking sweep. I did that one little chunk there, off stream. I play this when I go to bed and shit. Great job, Nerf Finder. Scrubbed out kinda neat, didn't it? Beats me how you do it all with just a jet of angry water. Not that folks seem grateful. All I'm getting so far is gas from the baggy pants brigade, complaining that it don't look sick no more. Which was surely the point. So I'm not gonna lie, if I think this is all just fucking like redneck jargon, but like, if it's actually plot-based, the downside to me also playing this at night is that I can't see from my bed half the text, so Okay, we got the bungalow. We got the dirt bike. We got the shoe house. Let's go for the bungalow. Because the more big jobs we do, the closer we get to the big power washer. The jumbo one. Oh god, the Sonic Color soundtrack. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Oh my god. Love that shit. Good fucking game. You know, for Sonic. Okay. Let's get the wash. Oh god, Dolores, hello. I'm so glad you're here. Calvin's such a good boy. He's a volcanologist, you know. No, I didn't know that. Thank you, Dolores. I actually didn't read the thing at all. Let's read the thing. It shows you the thing, yes. Hey, Doc, you know I mentioned my folks? Well, I think it's time that bungalow met your pressure washer. It's so filthy, it's hard to tell. The ground ends and the house begins. When I mentioned you to Ma, her eyes lit up. Pops moaned and said the browner the porch, the warmer the torch, which clearly means nothing, so he's overruled. If you can give the place a good clean up, I'm sure to give them both a lift. Thanks again, Cal. Oh yeah! The Power Wash Simulator, me and Sap playing Power Simulator is up now. I don't think that was up last time I streamed this. Oh no, it could have been. Yeah, Randomrings Let's Plays Power Wash Simulator is up. It's called, I went on the Satellite's Power Wash Simulator show. Very good video. It was a pain in the ass to create, in fact. Because every single Randomrings Let's Plays video has a glaring fucking audio issue. Every single one, something massive fucks up with it. Final Fantasy XIV, I think, I thought it was going to do my recording setup of having the game audio and my voice in 2 separate tracks, but I don't think it ended up, or no, it did end up doing that, I think. No, it didn't end up doing that, actually. Oh, wait, no. No, I'm wrong. What was the Final Fantasy XIV fuck-up? There was something fucked up with the Final Fantasy XIV vid. I think I was having, like, rendering issues or something. I think my setup was fucking up overall. For Honor had weird issues with, like, Brad's input or something, I don't remember. Origami... what was wrong with Origami? Origami's audio was too quiet, but then like the sound effects were too much. It was just the playing Origami issue. I think it was something I had in the game settings, and not like with OBS or anything though. Vacation Jail, just watching that for 2 seconds, there's a myriad of fucking issues fucked up with Vacation Jail. So much so that the original VOD that came from is not even publicly available anymore. I threw that shit down. Time Spinner, I didn't record it locally because I was afraid it would, like, fuck up the stream or something, which was stupid. So it's just built off the fucking VODs, so it looks like shit. So as such, also, my voice, Sat's voice, and the game audio are all in one fucking track. So there's only so much I could fucking do about, like, you know, little gimmicks and shit. What else is fucked up for Randomrings Let's Plays? Sonic Boyfriends had something wrong with it. I think Sonic Boyfriends was the same thing, where I just made it from the VOD. I didn't record it or something. I don't know. I think that was like the main issue of Sonic Boyfriends. Spyro, the reason why the Spyro Reignited Trilogy Randomrings Let's Play series starts on Spyro 2 is because the Spyro 1 video I worked on for a month, and it was almost done, and then it corrupted. It is gone forever. All that work is gone forever. Spyro 1 Part 1 is done forever. It's gone. It's gone. Goodbye, Spyro 1 Part 1. Which sucks too. But like, in hindsight, I might make it again and make it completely different. Because there were a lot of fucking like community references in it. Like the whole thing was just like community jokes. So I might just make it like a 20-minute, just like, oh hey, here's what happened on Spyro 1. We beat Nasty Norik, hee. But like, even when I was working on all of them at once, when I had them all cut down to like an hour or so each, I was like, oh, Spyro 1 videos like okay, and there's shit that makes me laugh really hard, but overall I'm like, Spyro 2 Part 1 and Spyro 3, all of them are like the bomb. Like, these are going to be some of the funniest fucking videos I've ever fucking made in my life. And we'll see how the verdict, you know, if people agree with that or not once they're out, I guess. I'm excited to show that off. I was real excited about Trouble with the Trolley. But Trouble with the Trolley is one of those videos where I'm like, I think this is really fucking funny overall. I don't know if this is going to be universal. It might be one of those things where I really like it, but everyone else is like, wow, Aiden, shut the fuck up with this. This is terrible content. I loved it. Hell, I loved it. Power Wash Simulator's issue was I did something nice for myself and forgot. So, I thought I still had it set up to where Discord and the game audio would be in the same output, and I was like, that sucks, but oh well. And I didn't tell Sat to record his voice locally for it. I told him I was gonna do it, but like, I didn't record his voice locally, so I was like, fuck. I was like, whatever. I was like, fuck, it's gonna sound like shit, but like, we've done it before. Time Spinner was worse at this aspect, so like, fine. Issue 1, and it's the same on that VOD too. I don't know what the fuck it is, but the Power Washer sound, like the stream of the water splishing sound that I have turned down a fuckload on my game, was the loudest fucking thing in Sat's VOD. But it was my recording. So in my recording, it's not that bad. Second off, so my game audio is from my game, not Sat's. So it doesn't have his loud-ass Power Washer. Thank God. However, I actually did have OBS set up, functionally so, to record Discord in a different output. So I would have 4 audio tracks? 3 audio tracks. I have 3 audio tracks at the end of it all. One is the game audio from Power Simulator. One is my mic. One is technically like a VOD mix of all of it, so I guess there are 4 audio tracks. And then another one would be Discord. So in this case, it would just be Sat. Great, right? I didn't have the Discord track enabled. So I went back to play it all in Sony Vegas. And it's me talking to myself. So now Sat sounds like shit in that Randomrings Let's Play video, which I hate. But it's not his fault. It's mine. I can't even blame OBS. It's my fault. Directly. Oh well. Next time, then, I do something with friends and record Discord. I'll remember to fucking enable that track. I disable it because it records the audio regardless. So when I'm recording this VOD, for example, which by the way, fuck me, I forgot the recording. Idiot. That's fine. I was gonna put this in 3 separate VODs. I was gonna put this in 3 separate VODs for YouTube. Fuck. Oh well. Anyway, what was I talking about? Those are all the Randomrings Let's Plays videos, fuck ups though I can think of off the top of my head. since I think I nailed every video that has been publicly put out. Soul Silver, in its current form right now, has like no major audio hiccups, and I'm really excited about it. I really hope it doesn't magically corrupt or some shit. Like, I want to get it out, not even just to get it out, like, but like partially just because I'm afraid something's gonna fucking happen to it. Because everything in the production of Randomrings Let's Plays Part 1, for the most part, or Randomrings Let's Plays Soul Silver Part 1, has gone really fucking well. Other than the fact that it's taken a long time to record this much footage for it. No, what's the problem? Not that. Something else. Anyway. the fact that we're currently recording part, like, 9 or 10. Somewhere between part 8 and 10 is what we're currently on, stream-wise. With, like, almost 20 VODs. And we're just now releasing part 1. We've been playing the game for like a month and a half now. Or no, I guess 2 months. Have we been playing Soul Silver for 2 months? When did I get COVID? Oh, excuse me. No, it's been about a month. Because I got COVID at the end of June, right? God, it feels like way longer ago than that. It's the end of July? No, it was the end of July that we got COVID. That I got COVID. I hate that that's my time frame.
Let's do it.
But yeah, I still, you know what's really sucks? It's August 28th and I still don't know, what the fuck we're gonna do with Streamiversary this year. It seems like kind of the time I should figure it out. So what I was gonna do is, there's an achievement on Steam, or on Steam? There's an achievement on Twitch, and it's, I don't remember what it's called, but for those who don't like stream, there are different Twitch achievements you can obtain, okay? And each one has different, like, tiers. So there will be one that's like, you streamed for 5 hours in a 30-day period. You beat the level 1 tier of this, achievement. And then the next tier will be, like, of that same name achievement, will, like, level 2 of that will be, like, 10 hours, level 3 will be, like, 20, something like that. They're mostly, like, arbitrary amounts that Twitch just sets up for no reason. Well, one of them is for how many days throughout a 30-day period you streamed. Which starts with, like, 2 or something, like, really small. So it turns out I've done most of them, except for one. The top tier of that achievement is 25 days. So I was gonna do that. Which, by the way, to clarify, you get nothing for it. There are some Twitch achievements you get stuff for doing, but that is not one of them at all. But I was like, hey, I can do that. But now I'm like, reevaluating where my current mental health is and shit, and I'm like, I'm fine. I will still stream in Streamiversary month, but like, I'm not gonna do the 25-day challenge. Plus, I feel like that hurts my chances of getting affiliate right now. Maybe. You would think it wouldn't, but it does, I think. Because the main thing I'm missing for affiliate right now is just people actually, like, chatting. Once I get that average way boosted up, then I'll hit achievement, like, pretty easily. I need to start making emotes. That's a thing I need to do. I kind of want that to be a stream, but I don't know if I'm going to use Clip Studio or Procreate. Good thing Clip Studio sucks now. Or Celsius, I should say. Clip Studio V1 is still fine. But Celsius sucks as a company. I forgot I had the Blazy Mix of this on here. I was like, that sounds odd. I was like, what's happening? Oh yeah, it's Blazy Mix. If I keep adding this Sonic playlist, by the way, it's just gonna end up being the entire Sonic Rush soundtrack is just gonna be on here. It's inevitable. Because the Sonic Rush soundtrack is one of my favorite just music compilations of all time. Of a group of music you can put to one experience. I gotta say, like, yeah. Sonic Rush was one of my favorites. So yeah, for Stream Anniversary this year, I don't know. I guess we're just gonna keep playing Soul Silver. And like I've been saying, I will hold true to this, I swear to God. If by November we have not gotten the Bastion, I'm just dropping everything. I'm dropping everything and starting Bastion in November. I'm sick of talking about it. I'm sick of thinking about it. The window frame. Save the frames? Oh, it's probably up top, isn't it? Oh, no, it's over here. And over here. I might just stream Sunshine. I might just try to beat Sunshine. I don't know. I still... It's a few days away. I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing for Stream Anniversary. I mean, I guess I should just beat... I don't know. I don't know. I might just do the original idea I had. That might be more soothing, if nothing else. Oh my god. Oh my god. This Sonic playlist is gonna make me fucking cum in my pants. I might as well take them off. I might as well just save the cleanup, though. I might as well splurt it everywhere. Have something to do in the morning. God, what a good fucking soundtrack. Absolutely one of the best fucking game soundtracks ever fucking created. Absolutely. No fucking contest. Because, okay, here's the thing. Alright, because there's some soundtracks where it's like, okay, is this soundtrack fucking amazing? Well, let's look at like Uncharted 4 Thief's End. Yes, Uncharted 4 Thief's End soundtrack is a beautiful soundtrack. I shit on Uncharted all the fucking time, but let me tell you something. Uncharted 4's soundtrack in particular, really fucking good. Do I want to listen to it as like a banger playlist though? Like, it might be good background music to write to or something, you know? Maybe. But like, for the most part, it's not like that good. But like, is it a great soundtrack? Yes. Absolutely. Do I want to listen to it on its own? No. And I have before, a few times. And like, from experience. Nah. I can miss that. More so than a lot of other game soundtracks, probably, but like, yeah, no. Probably same with The Last of Us. The Last of Us wanted a good soundtrack. But most of it is just that motif over and over again. Like, it's not that great. I would say Shovel Knight and Spectre of Torment and King of Cards all collectively have, like, some of the best soundtracks in gaming history. In video game history. Like, ever made. Ever. Twiwi. The World Ends With You is one of my favorites of all time. I would argue that's one of the best ones ever, too. And it being playable, like, off of, like, if you do want to listen to it on its own, I don't think is a prerequisite. I don't think that needs to be a prerequisite for good soundtrack. Because, like, a lot of Metroid shit, from what I've heard, which isn't much, because I don't play Metroid, like, is fucking badass. It's great. But, like, do I want to listen to it on its own? Not most of the time, no. But like, are they still great soundtracks? Yes. But like, oh god, Sonic Rush. God damn. So fucking good. Sonic Rush, Twiwi. You know what? Sonic 3 and Knuckles, I think you could argue, is one of the best game soundtracks of all time. I don't think a lot of people would argue against that. I'd say Sonic 3 and Knuckles. One of the best soundtracks of all time. I don't think a lot of people disagree with me on that opinion. At one point, I probably would have said Super Mario Galaxy. Don't know how much I agree with that now. I'd say Super Mario 64 for like most memorable, not like best ever. Definitely a good one though. Mario 64. I'd maybe put a pin in like best soundtrack of all time. I could do a whole stream probably that's just like ranking soundtracks. Mom keeps messaging me. They're getting really excited with how I was looking. Sounds like it's going great. Are they watching me do this? Are they inside? Can they give me a lemonade? Hey Ma, can you give me a soda? Oh, that was quick. Thank you. Jet Set Radio? Don't get me wrong, Jet Set Radio is a fucking phenomenal soundtrack. It fits its overall world. I say Jet Set Radio. Another Hideki Naganuma. Snake Eater I'd put in the camp of like... Snake Eater? The more I'm thinking about it, like, Snake Eater? I would vouch for Crash Warped. But I'm biased. Incredibly fucking biased. I think most people will probably not agree with that. It's like greatest soundtracks in video game history of all fucking time, Crash Warped. Like most people probably disagree with that. For me, you know what? Adventure 2, unironically. Like Adventure 2, unironically. Like, I know it's like it's corny, but like also the songs slap. So Adventure 2, unironically. Colors is one of my favorite game soundtracks of all time, but I wouldn't consider it one of the greatest like of all time. Like Colors is fine overall, as like how it fits its world and shit. But I think for the most part, I just really like the overall tone and like the variety of Colors soundtrack, which is ironic because a lot of it is the same song, just rearranged. Best soundtracks of all time. Omega Ruby. Which a lot of people would disagree with me on because they're like, oh, it's like Jet 6, but it's Hoenn, it's fucking garbage. Regardless of how you feel about that fucking game, listen to the Aura soundtrack and tell me that shit isn't amazing. Best fucking shit. I would say one of the best of all time. But again, it's music, so like, it's very opinionated, obviously. Greatest soundtracks of all time. Greatest video game soundtracks. I already said Sonic 3. I actually really like Sonic Advance 3s, but I don't think I'd consider it one of the greatest of all time. But like, it's definitely one of my favorites. Ooh. Bayonetta, question mark? Nah, not greatest of all time. Exceptionally fucking good. Wonderful. But not greatest of all time. Oh! Melee. Greatest of all time. Not the greatest of all time, but like, definitely one of the greatest of all time. Melee. Absolutely Melee. Oh my god, Melee. Oh my fucking lord. Very good. Very good soundtrack. What else? Greatest soundtracks of all fucking time. You know what? If I didn't already say it, Shadow of the Colossus, maybe. I'd say maybe Shadow of the Colossus. Shadow of the Colossus is perfect parts, like ambient, fucking, very perfectly fitting to like the overall setting, and like also memorable. Like unbelievably so. If only for retro shit, Link to the Past, actually. Like, actually. As much as I don't like Ocarina, maybe too. Say Link to the Past and Ocarina are two very good ideas for that. I haven't played enough Wind Waker. Dragon Roost is probably one of the best singular songs in an adventure game ever. But like, I don't know about soundtrack overall. Wind Waker, nah, probably not. Sonic Gems Collection, best soundtrack of all time. Part of me wants to say Riders in Zero Gravity. I don't know. I don't know. They're very exceptionally good. I think I put that in like Bayonetta tier of like exceptionally fucking amazing and good, but like best of all time, by proxy? Neo Tooie, I guess. Because a lot of the songs are kind of in some... Actually, nah, I'd say overall still Tooie over Neo Tooie. Ooh, Super Monkey Ball 2. Super Monkey Ball 2. One of the best soundtracks of all time. Super Monkey Ball 2. Like, actually. Unironically. Not even fucking around. Custom Robo, maybe? Nah, get it. Greatest soundtracks of all time? Nah. This Custom Robo sound font's kind of iffy. Overall. Greatest video game soundtracks. Pokemon White's actually is pretty underrated. Oh, fuck my ass and called me a fucking little piggy. No one's fucking played this game, and I've been planning on playing it on stream. It's not high priority, though. Like, I might get around to it one day. Threads of Fate. Or it might be known in your country as Doom Prism. Threads of Fate has a fucking unbelievably good soundtrack. For a fucking Squaresoft RPG nobody's fucking played. Holy fucking shit. Final Fantasy VI, actually. If we're gonna go into Square properties, that's where the fucking bangers are. We already talked about the World with You, but yeah, I say Final Fantasy VI is a good candidate. As much as I don't like Final Fantasy X, 10, 7. Like, yeah, as much as I have many grievances with Final Fantasy X, but like the soundtrack, remastered or not. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Who's the other one I was thinking of? Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3 and possibly Birth by Sleep. Definitely 2. Maybe not 3. I don't know. 3's sound font is really fucking good, actually. I was listening to it the other day, and I was like, wow, holy shit. I was listening to a bunch of tracks while I was looking for music to make the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer rant that I made. Why did I make that video? Like, in hindsight, I'm like, I'm kind of proud of this video, and I'm glad people are digging it. At the same time, why the fuck did I make this video? It's so, like, not what I normally fucking make. Such a fucking dumb video. Greatest video game soundtracks of all time. Not Heroes. Not Sonic Heroes, actually. I love Sonic Heroes soundtrack, though. It's one of my favorite Sonic soundtracks, but, like, game soundtracks overall, nah. Pokemon White's is really... I might consider Pokemon White. Pokemon White's is actually really fucking good. I think Shadow of the Colossus. I think I'm going to say Shadow of the Colossus is one of them. One of the greatest soundtracks, game soundtracks ever made. And probably if I played them, I'd probably say one of the Metroid games, like probably Super Metroid or something, but I haven't played them really. Sat and I are gonna play M2R at some point, so that will, at least will change. I mean, even then, like, I know enough of, like, Prime 2 and, like, Prime Hunters soundtracks to know that, like, those were good soundtracks. And Hunters is probably, from what I've, like, heard overall, one of the most, like, forgettable, like, you know, quote-unquote worst ones. Soundtrack-wise. Game-wise, it's clearly one of the worst fucking Metroid games ever fucking made. But it's the one I've played the most. Ooh, F-Zero X. Or at least F-Zero X is, like, up there. F-Zero X isn't quite on, like, Twooey territory, though. Star Fox 64. Actually, you know what? Call me a fucking idiot. I don't care. Star Fox Assault. One of the absolute best fucking game soundtracks of all time. If you disagree, you hate the Star Fox 64 soundtrack. Oh, I was gonna remove my makeup before I started doing Power Simulator. I forgot. Fuck my ass. I might do that after I clear some more of this shit. What are game soundtracks? Okami's is good, but not one of the best. Not one of the best of all time. Not one of the GOATs, as it were. Ice Climber. Okay, that was a joke. I think if I'm considering Pokemon White, though, I feel like I also have to consider Soul Silver, though. I don't know if I feel about that. So maybe I won't consider either of them for, like, greatest soundtracks of all time. Because a lot of Pokemon gets, like, samey a little. Even if it's different songs. Good songs they may be, though. Oh, Undertale and Deltarune. Both. Like, not even joking. Not Final Fantasy IX. Final Fantasy IX is a great soundtrack. Not one of the greatest of all time. Not one of the greatest of all time, though. You know what? Final Fantasy XIV counts as a video game. Final Fantasy XIV, fuck it. One of the greatest soundtracks of all time? Sure. Final Fantasy XIV. The people who will be like, oh, I don't know about that, probably haven't played it. And the people who will be like, oh my god, it is one of the greatest of all time, are probably huge fans of Final Fantasy XIV. I piss off no one with the statement. I win. I win the internet. I'm not even that big of a fan of 14. I fell off 14. It's still one of my favorite MMOs. It's still the MMO I, like, would recommend to people the most if they want to know what an MMO is. But, like, still an MMO. Still an MMO. Greatest video game soundtrack of all time. I already said Melee. I feel like a lot of, like, Smash for 3DS, Smash for Wii U, and, like, Ultimate don't, like, barely fucking count, because half their soundtrack is just literally, like, reused from other games. Like, not even remixed. So much of it is just, like, taken from other shit. The remixes in Ultimate are good, though. Definitely better than Wii U's. Wii U's is a bunch of fucking, like, YouTuber guitar metal. So Grime over here. Babe, are you okay? You barely touched your window, Grime. There we go. Should probably clear some of this. Yes, we are still listening to this fucking song. It was a mistake to put this on the soundtrack, and that's why I don't put more Congegration shit on here. Because as great as that soundtrack is, it's great because it switches modes depending on what you're doing currently in the stage. So listening to it back, it's all the same track, because it's based on you going forward in a racing game. Okay, this wall's gonna take a bit. I'm gonna go remove my makeup. Remove my makeup right quick. So I was gonna do it before I started Power Simulator and forgot. Won't take too terribly long. Sonic Advance 2. Best soundtrack of all time. Kidding. I thought of another one. Spyro Year of the Dragon. One of the best of all time. Reignited or otherwise. One of my personal favorites of all time is actually also Crash 2. For soundtracks and games. But, there's a scan with most people. For NES shit, Ninja Gaiden 2. But, like, greatest soundtracks of all time, not even close. I really like Smash 1. I really like Smash 64's soundtrack, too. Brawls is fine. Brawls is really good. I don't know about greatest of all time. It's one of those soundtracks where it's like, it has some really fucking good songs. Like, that are, like, some of the best, like, video game songs of its genre and whatnot, but, like, overall, overall, like, I mean, not but, like, to call it one of the greatest video game soundtracks ever made, I wouldn't go that far. Like I said, Sonic Colors is one of my favorites of all time, but I'm not gonna ever try to convince somebody that's, like, one of the best. Sonic Chronicles. I already said Oris. Oh, fuck! Oh, my loins! Ape Escape! Oh, Ape Escape. Oh my god. Ape Escape. Holy shit. Fucking Ape Escape. This is no longer an interesting stream. I need to change topics. This is just me listing off games, which unfortunately to a lot of people is way more interesting than everything I've ever done on this channel. Oh, Hat in Time. Banjo-Kazooie. Those are two games. Those are two games that I would consider greatest soundtracks of all time. I said Shovel Knight. Actually, I really like Time... I would say greatest of all time, but Time Spinner. Time Spinners is, like, good. I think the fact that I considered it is, like, a testament to how fucking good the soundtrack is. I really like Time Spinner soundtrack. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna switch topics. Quit thinking about this. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Okay, I'm gonna quit thinking about this. Okay, apparently even Pops is out. His rocking chair having a look. Is he? Where's Pops? Hey, Pops. Wait. What? I don't see Pops anywhere. I don't even see anybody on the front porch. This is the back porch. I haven't seen Pops the whole time. I've been out here. I've been out here this whole time. Did Cal imagine Pops? Jolly good show. God, this song fucking slaps, dude. I love the Sonic playlist I put together. It has so many fucking bangers. So fucking good. Even the bad ones are bangers. It's just banger central. It is my favorite fucking shit. I was gonna make one for Mario for if we do Super Mario Sunshine, but I figure if we're gonna do Super Mario Sunshine, there are gonna be, like, grindy places where, you know, like, it feels weird to do. Like, the Sonic one I made for Sonic Month's pre-screen, and I would just use it for boring shit. The Pokemon one I made for grinding in Pokemon. But, yeah, making a Mario one, I guess, would feel gratuitous. Maybe I'll make one day. I don't know. I can't think of any other ones I would make. A Spyro one? I feel like a Spyro one's kind of pointless. Because it'd pretty much just be me jerking off the first 3 games. Like, the rest of the soundtracks aren't, you know, from what I've heard anyway, anything to write home about. I think I just killed a bug. I did. I killed a bug. In real life, I killed a bug. Bye-bye, bitch. Bye-bye, fucker. I'm sure I've said it on stream before. I love mosquitoes. I love the way they look aesthetically. I love that they provide food for other creatures that love nummies. That said, in every other fucking aspect, fuck mosquitoes. Fuck them to hell. But I love them. But I fucking hate them. Like, bees, I'm scared of because, high-end allergic reaction to bee stings runs on my family, and I've never been tested. So I still don't know if I'm alone out in public, and I, like, have no reception on my phone, if I'm gonna be okay. If I get stung by a fucking bee, I could just collapse and be done. I could suffocate to death in broad daylight and die from just a bee sting, from one bee sting. Or nothing will happen, and I'll just get a bee sting and go, ow, that hurt. I have no idea. But at least with those, I'm like, okay, well, I just fear these. Like, I don't hate bees. I understand their importance to a degree. Just, I don't like them because I'm terrified of them. Mosquitoes is like, oh no, I'm not afraid of these fuckers. They just fill me with fucking dread. I just fucking hate them. I love them, but I hate them. As dog shit of a game as Sonic the Secret Rings is, I love Sonic the Secret Rings soundtrack. I fucking adore it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. I think we're, like, ready to go up on the roof, everybody. We're like set and shit. Fam. Wait, I didn't finish all of them. I thought I already did this chunk over here. There we go. Oh, the window's still gross. Ew, God. Oh, my puss. Oh. There we go. This window frame's still got gunk on it somewhere. Somewhere? Where I don't see it, though. It says the window frame is like a speck. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it anywhere. Oh, it must be underneath. Yeah, there it is. Got it. Alright, I think, yeah, I think it's time for the roof. Roof, roof. Oops, excuse me. There we go. There's bird shit. There's some bird shit. There's a setting that shows you, like... I don't know if I mess with it on stream or not. There's a setting that shows what you're spraying, like, material-wise, and, like, it'll show you what different gunk is. And they're, like, 2 separate, like, settings. I tried both of them, and it's fucking obnoxious, because they're constantly flashing on and off screen. It's a good feature. It's just, it looks like a fucking nightmare. Especially if you have, like, I feel like it's almost like a photosensitivity thing for people, I would imagine. Maybe it's not. It's like, I feel like if it pisses me off, then it has to be annoying for people with photosensitivity issues. It has to be. Simply has to be. Oh my god, this sucks. This gutter's fucked. Hey, Pa, who you been fucking in the gutters? They might want to see a doctor about their fucking splooge. I should I need to get back on Japanese shit too, but like, I should learn like Scottish language, because it's like not spoken by a lot of people. It's still a thing when people speak it. It's just like a much more uncommon tongue because it fucking I don't know actually. It's a thing. They just like don't teach it anymore. Like in schools in Scotland, it's being like outran. I feel like that would pulling some fucking Scottish out of my ass would really fuck with people, and I think that's funny. Hey, more Sonic Listening Rings bangers. Who did this one? This was Fumiko Mitani. Fumiko Mitani is a fucking genius. That woman is a fucking genius. She can do no wrong. God damn. So fucking good. Suck dick, suck dick, suck dick. What a waste of a good soundtrack. Anyway, but yeah, I maybe one day when I'm in like my 50s, I can say like, hey, I'm kind of sort of bilingual, maybe even trilingual. Maybe I'll pick German back up. Maybe I'll learn actual Scottish. Maybe I'll finally get to a point of Japanese where I feel comfortable talking to people whose Japanese is their first language. Maybe that. But now's not the time. I suck ass at Japanese now. I do not know how to even like carry a fucking sentence. I'm getting there. There's other priorities in life right now. Japanese is like, oh, this is a cool thing I can just do. It's not content to make. It's not anything I need to go back and edit. It's just a thing I can learn, and if I learn enough of it over time, I can actually use it in real life to, like, you know, brighten up somebody's day. Holy shit. Oh, pack it up, everybody. Aiden's getting tired. Just kidding. I've got half a bottle of Coke left, bitches. Ain't seen the last of Auntie Aiden. I'm thinking what I'm gonna do. I think I can just upload this VOD. I think I can just upload this video file twice. And then just use the YouTube editor to split it out into, 2 separate YouTube videos. So we'll have one that's Pokemon Soul Silver Part... What are we on now? 16? And, then we'll have, another one that's just this. I guess I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Doesn't really matter or is interesting to talk about now. I should probably use the green. Green. There we go. What else is actually interesting to talk about? I feel like we haven't really said a whole lot interesting. It's kind of a one man's trash is another man's treasure, one person's trash is another man's treasure, rather. Kind of scenario, I guess, where like some things that I'm like, oh, this is really fucking boring, Aiden. You probably wouldn't watch this if it was somebody else, so I don't know why you're doing it. Somebody else would be like, oh, this is an interesting thing to have on the background or something else. Or like, oh, I find this actually really interesting. Whereas a lot of the shit I find interesting, a lot of people will be like, oh my god, shut the fuck up. I feel like a lot of music shit's probably like that for people. Like, I feel like a lot of people... As much as Charles Cornell is very good at making advanced music concepts accessible to people who just, like, look at memes online, and that's like it. Or like aren't that well versed in music but are learning. Like it's still something that it's like, to the average Joe, I'm like, hey, you can watch Charles Cornell if you want, it's a cool thing. But like, they're not gonna get out of it what I'm getting out of it. And even then, like, I'm kind of an idiot when it comes to music, like advanced music technique and shit. I'm not the best. But I've become more comfortable with stuff like that and, like, more confident with shit because I'm like... Because before it was like, I gotta do all this to be a better guitarist. I gotta do all this to become a better guitarist and bassist, so all the songs that I write have good shit in it and, like, people think it's interesting and cool. Now I'm like, I think I just like composing music. I think I've come to the conclusion that I think recording guitar... Actually, no, you know what? In all honesty, mixing. I think mixing is one of my least favorite parts. Mixing and recording guitar are now two of my least favorite parts of the music production process for me, personally. Which I know is weird, because, like, I write and mix all my own music, and it's mostly, like, guitar-based. But that's just how I feel now. Plus, I've come to the conclusion with, like, shit like this song that's playing right now, just as an example, and a lot of other stuff that I've been listening to recently, I'm like, oh, there's one part, I really like this part. I really like this part of the song. And I've come to the conclusion recently, I'm like, well, here's the problem with your guitar-based music, Aiden, is that you're eventually being like, okay, well, now it's gotta go, you know? Like, now it's gotta fucking hit. And recently I've been like, why? Like, what if it was just the tones you like? People like that shit. The thing is, there's something to be said, though, like, you have to, like, build it up and then drop it back down. Like, that's something I like to do. But, like, a lot of my shit, I realize, too, or at least I think it's how I feel about it. A lot of my music, and, like, a lot of it is just stuff that hasn't come out yet as well, is, like, it's good. Or, like, this part is good, but, like, I know it pops off very hard because of what comes before or after it. Which is why I like prog rock a lot, and why I like writing prog rock. Because instead of going, oh, is this punk enough? Or like, oh, we can't put this many instruments in here, etc., you can just go do whatever the fuck you want. And especially in Lexi Karma's case, there's no band. You don't have to go, okay, how are we going to do this live? Are we going to do this live at all? Is there going to be a track? Are we going to be able to rehearse this? Do we want to arrange this into something we can play on live on instruments? Do we want to just sample it live, play it on a track, over speakers? None of that. None of that discussion needs to be happening on Lexi Karma, because Lexi Karma is not a live band. Doing live shows with Lexi Karma would cost more money per show than I've probably ever seen before in my life. In one place, at least. I don't know the exact costs, but I imagine whatever I estimated them to be in the past, they've gone up. Especially due to fucking COVID risks. In other words, if it's not obvious, I don't have a band for Lexi Karma, so, like, I have to hire people. I've always wanted to. It's a... I don't want to say it's a bucket list kind of thing, because, like, if I die without doing it, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna care, because I'll be dead. But, like... It's not like, oh, this is a life's goal I have, and if I never do it, I'll hate myself forever. It's more of just, like, I would really, 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 it's been a dream of mine. I would like to do at least one full-fledged, full-band Lexi Karma live show. Like, I'm doing the vocals. Maybe I'll do some guitar parts, but not play guitar the whole time, so I can focus more on the vocals. And then they'll have, like, 2 guitarists, a keyboardist, and a bassist and a drummer. Maybe background vocalists, if by some miracle I ever have the money to be able to do that as well. And then just do a Lexi Karma show. It doesn't even have to be that long. I would like for it to be long, but like it could be like, you know, 40-minute show and just be done. I think that'd be fucking awesome. But like, yeah, it's not realistic. Because like I could buy a $100 acoustic and go down to an open mic or some shit, or like do some, or not an open mic. I could probably like book a gig somewhere and be like, hey, here are my demos. And people would be like, okay, this sounds good, kind of a shitty gig. Which, like, trust me on that. Depending on what you're doing in the scene, like, I can't say that, like, you can do something that sounds like shit, and some promoter in the area will still put you in a show. But it depends on how you sound. If your demos and shit sound, like, way more professional and shit, like, your chances are higher, especially if you sound like more melodic and whatnot, or like at least like something that the promoters know or similar to what people like. But like, don't change your shit for promoters, obviously, because promoters are almost always assholes. Sorry to any music promoter out there, but also you know I'm right. Also, you know it's part of your job. For a lot of people, it's not even anything personal. They just have to be like no nonsense for people, so they don't have to deal with nonsense. I think some of them are assholes for real though, but I didn't have a great gauge at the time when I was doing live music frequently to like know. A few of them actually just like music that much. They actually like fucking just like care to a degree, and those are like okay to deal with, but like they're few and far between. I think I maybe out of the years that I played live music frequently, I think there was maybe like one promoter that like didn't rub me the wrong way. Lo and behold, a woman. Lo and behold, one of the only woman producers in the area. And I was like, okay, her I can get behind. I'm sure one day she's gonna fuck me over and make me regret this decision, but for now, I think... Here's the other thing, too. When I started there was a time where I was going to do Lexi Karma live acoustic shows. But I gave up on it because I was worried about my voice at the time. Because I was a bad singer, and also, I wasn't out of the closet yet. Which was a big factor in my overall confidence. And if you aren't super confident at all, you're... vocals suffer. They just do. But yeah, she was one of the only promoters where I was like, okay, I'm doing this thing, by the way. I just want you to know, keep in touch. This might take a while, but I am still like in the area and I'm doing shit. I know you promote all kinds of different genres. This isn't like metal stuff that I was doing back then, but I see you also promote some shit that's like, you know, acoustic singer-songwriter shit. So just letting you know, I'm out here. I'm still doing shit. You know, I'm not dead. I'm trying. And she was like, yeah, I remember you from this metal band. Cool. Yeah, you're fine. Let me know if you got anything. She was one of the only ones that like heard me out. And like, granted, what I did was probably not super smart, messaging a bunch of promoters and being like, hey, I'm not doing anything yet, but I'm gonna. It's not a thing you do with promoters. It's not. You give promoters something to promote. But, anyway. I did it anyway. And, she was one of the only ones that was like, okay, cool. I remember you. I'm not gonna burn this bridge. You know what I mean? She didn't outright say, I'm not gonna burn this bridge. But, like, you know. That was basically what I was trying to do. I think she got that. Everyone else either ignored me and was like, so you got a demo or what? The thing that pisses me off is that I used to be like, here's the thing. I used to tell a lot of people this. People were like, oh, Aiden, you're being a fucking idiot. People aren't going to be in a financial position to do this. Because I used to be like, okay, and hear me out on this. And it's not 100% true today anymore. But like, even back in my day, I was like, with today's technology, where everything is, and like how much software you can get for free, even if you don't fuck with like craft software. Legit, here's the thing with people. And again, hear me out on this before you freak out. If your goal in life, because I hear a lot of people say this, they're like, I want to make an album. I want to make this album. I want to make this thing that sounds like this. I want to take this band and I want to make this sound and I want to put it on record. I want to put it out somewhere where I can go, here's a bunch of fucking MP3s. We made this and I want that. That's what I want. It's one of my life goals. It's a dream. I'm like, okay, you have a group of people though, right? They're like, yeah, well, yeah, we have that. I'm like, what's stopping you? They're like, well, we got to get signed. I'm like, no, you don't. Here's the thing. And again, I'm going to preface this with, don't freak out. Hear me out on this. Especially if you were in a band. If you have a bunch of songs that you have written and your goal, your dream is to create an EP or a full-length album of music from experience, just fucking do it. Just fucking do it. It won't be easy. It will be time-consuming. But you might even be able to do it without spending a fucking dime. If you already have, like, a guitar and everything. It might not be exactly how it sounds in your head. You might have to look up a lot of tutorials on shit. But I've heard some great shit from people who don't know jack. I've heard great sounding shit, professional sounding shit, from people who have less formal training than I do. Just do it. And then you realize a lot of people like, oh no, you want to get famous off of sounding like Blink-182. You don't actually... The main goal for you isn't making the album. The main goal for you is what you think a record deal is. Which, let me tell you, record deal? No. Record deal isn't what you want. Nobody wants a record deal. It's a means to an end. It is a livelihood. And even then, they fuck you over pretty good. I was fortunate to never get signed. A few of the bandmates I was in in the metal band were like, it'd be cool to get signed. I'm like, no, it wouldn't. We need to go as indie as possible for as long as possible. If it literally gets to the point where we cannot manage this shit ourselves, then we can discuss it. Until then, we're doing this. Because you can get a band manager to still be indie. So if you're really worried about just like, well, I don't know, technical or like business side of this, there are people for that. There are talent agents for that. You don't have to do all that alone. But you also don't need a grubby fucking shitty encrusted fucking dirty ass record company to ruin your fucking art. You don't need it. You simply do not. Because the rest of it comes down to like, oh, I want to get famous. Do you want to get famous or do you want to make a living off of music? I discovered early in, I don't give a fuck about being famous. I know what the kind of music I make. Because when I was first learning music and I was a lot more guitar based than I am now, I was like, what the big things were that sounded like what I wanted to do were like Dream Theater, which I researched like how they got big. Then you got like Steve Vai and like Joe Satriani and shit. These were big deals to me when I was a kid. Then you got like Megadeth, which was a whole fucking wave of like music that'll never happen again. Fuck Megadeth, but, like Megadeth's like prime time will never happen again for that genre of music. Like that, it's done. That being popular in any regard, even in an underground sense, is never going to fucking happen again. Unless there's a full-on resurgence of recorded music. Or humanity dies, a new species comes to Earth, discovers thrash metal and makes it, yeah, but like, it is thing, it'll never happen again. Anyway, main point being, if your main goal is just make this shit, you can make it. A lot of getting famous with it, which is why I'm not, is knowing the right people and just continuing to grind, do shows all the fucking time. Fuck Pantera. They're a bunch of racist fucking cunts, but the reason I even know who the fuck they are is because Phil Anselmo, fucking Asperger that he is. Asperger. Not ableist. Asperger. A burger made of ass. He fucking grinded the fuck out. He made his basement into like a mini studio for bands to record demos with him. And he did shows like every single fucking weekend. Fuck the guy. But like, and I'm not saying he's a role model, he's definitely fucking not. But he's a good example of like what to do. If you're serious about it and that's what you want to do. If you want to just purely make music for a living, the music industry isn't for that. It's for people to, it's for bigger companies to fucking leech off of people like you. So you have to kind of cut out that middleman, I guess. If that makes sense. And this, you might be thinking, Aiden, what the fuck do you know? If you know so much about it, why don't you do it? I don't think I could stomach doing that. What I learned from getting my certification as an audio engineer was I don't want to work with clientele. So, as a fucking, like, band manager, like, could I do it for a job? Maybe. Is it what I want to do with my life overall? No. And I'm not saying, like, oh, well, it's easy to do if you have the right mindset. I just don't want to. I could do it if I wanted. Like, no, I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that in the slightest. But, I'm just saying, again, I think that makes more sense now that I've gone on this rant. If you want to make an album, if you want to make an EP, if you want to make poetry with music underneath that you recorded on your fucking fretless bass, just fucking do it. Just do it. It won't be done in a day. That's fine. There's no need to rush it even. Just, but, you know, don't wait for fucking EMI to come do it for you. Either. It's pointless. And it hurts your music probably in the long run as well. You're probably thinking, well, I need other people to make it sound that way. Trust me. From experience, my mixes and shit aren't the best, but like, you don't need it. In today's day and age, you don't need it. You can do it yourself. It sucks, but you can do it yourself. You know what else is fucked up about the music industry? If I take a bunch of fucking, like... If I take this particular synth sound from Sonic Advance 3, and I put it in, like... I put it in, like, a patch, and I make a bunch of songs with these synths, Sega can sue me. Can you believe that? If I make money off of it, at all, Sega can sue me for using shit that sounds like Sonic Advance 3. I'm not even fucking joking. It's a thing you can do. It's a thing Sega can do to me. They can ruin my fucking life because I like the sound of Game Boy Advance patches. And they can fucking ruin me. They can just ravage my asshole legally. Isn't that great? For this and many reasons, music in any regard, if you want to do it as a living, you better goddamn fucking love what you are making. For me, Lexikarma is a labor of love. I don't make any money off of it. I've never profited off of Lexikarma ever in my life. But I still make it, because I just love doing it. Every once in a while, I'm just like, God damn, what do I want to do right now? It's Lexikarma. And that's fucked up. That it's what I want to do, but it's what I want to do. That's kind of beautiful in its own right, I think. I think. My voice is getting very croaky and manly. I have genitors for you. Which is another reason why a lot of Lexikarma shit has been on a screeching halt production-wise lately. Oh, here we go. This glaring fucking shit in the gutter. Yeah, I think that's what the game wants me to clean. There we go. Check this bitch out. It's 2 in the morning. I should stop streaming for all intents and purposes. Let's make this the latest stream. Let's make this the latest Randomrings stream ever. I don't think we broke too many records with Randomrings streams this year. Let's make more impossible standards for myself. Bungalow looks amazing, Doc. Thank you. You won't believe the impact it's had. Ma's down the woods picking flowers and Pops is muttering excitedly about another job he's got for you. So if you hear from a Leonard Miller, that'll be him. Thanks, Cal. How much money does that get us with? We're almost at 5,000. Martha Hubbard from Great River County National Park. Oh, so you don't just live in a shoe. Thank you so much for helping. Ain't you a sugar?
As nice as it is having our play school in the forest, it does leave it open to the elements. And the pool thing's now so mucky it's starting to rub off on the children. In the old days, we fill a few buckets and the children would do it themselves, top to bottom. Such fun, and most of them came to no harm. Most of them. Nowadays, they're not even allowed on the roof. Never mind down the gutter, and before the parents get it all angsty. If you could please come and give it a good wash down, that would be just wonderful. Alright, Martha. Now, why did you say that name? Nah, I said Martha. Yeah, why did you say that fucking name, huh? That was the problem with Batman v Superman. It wasn't Brooklyn enough. Now, where the fuck do you fucking get off when the goddamn coyotes to come in here and say that fucking name to me, huh? This is the 2 in the morning. This is why Auntie does the stream at 2 in the morning. Because they get fucking stupid. And they laugh at their own, I don't even know, jokes? Question mark? I'll just say shit, and I'll think it's funny. It doesn't have to make the most sense. Hey, now that's my fucking mother. That's my fucking mother's name, huh? Where the fuck do you get off? Where the fuck do you get off? You must have some big, meaty fucking balls on you to be saying that name to me. I don't say this lightly. I think that's one of the stupidest fucking things I've done on this fucking stream, on this Twitch account in a while. I think one of the dumbest things in the month is fucking Batman v Superman fucking with extra Brooklyn edition. Hey, why the fuck did you say that fucking name to me, yeah? I think this is more Italian than anything. I don't know my fucking Upper East Coast America. I'm from Redneckia. I don't know shit. This song's good. All these songs are good. That's why I put them on the playlist. Can you imagine? Can you imagine me doing that? I didn't just put this shit on to torture people. Believe it or not. Oh my god. It's late at night. Children? Fam? How much money do I get from this job? I already forgot. 450? Wait, will that put me at, No, there's no way. Hold on. Well, no. That'll put me, like, over 4,000. But not at... Yeah. not at, See, that's that thing you do when you're really fucking tired and you're losing your train of thought. You're just like, you know, it's at the one thing, and you do this thing that I've been explaining to you for the past 3 minutes, and then, with that, and then, yeah. Because you and your own psyche have already given up on the fucking thought, but you don't want to just, like, trail off as much as your brain has, because you also know in your brain that someone is listening to you. So you're like, oh, well, fix this shit. Yeah. I don't know why it's an impulse to do. I just did it just now. My friends have done it to me a few times before. It's a thing that just happens.
I get my friends shit for it because I'm a bad friend. I'm always like, what are you didn't say anything. You started a fucking story, and at the end of the third act, you were like, I'm just gonna be done with that point. I decided that the conversation I posited as interesting as boring. I make that decision. Love that. Love that. Love that. Ugh. God, I love fucking soda. I hate it. I hate that I love soda. It's so fucking not good. Drink some water real quick, fam. There we go. Now that's the stuff. Literal water. Literal doo-doo water? Literal doo-doo water? No, I don't really do none of that. I just hurt people. Not to sound like a fucking completely pretentious douche, whatever you consider like big YouTubers, I like never get into. Like people who just like, hey, I make an occasional sketch comedy, or like I'm a Let's Player. Like the big ones, like big streamers even included, like Germa. I like don't know shit about Germa. I just see him green screen and shit all the time. I don't know shit about Germa. And people being like, I'm like lesbian, but Germa? Oh my god. Like that's all I hear about fucking Germa. If you want me to not give a shit about the content you watch, please posit it as like, lesbians are sipping for him. Like, I'm like, okay. Bisexual girls say what? When fucking Jacksepticeye enters the room with his hair swiped over to the right instead of the left? It's like, nah, fucking no. I've never given a shit about like, any of these big fucking YouTubers. It's really weird how much, like, the biggest fucking content. You figure I would give a shit about it as well. I don't. And it also depends on your definition of big. I'm talking, like, so big that, like, people who don't watch video game-related content, or even people that aren't, like, online that frequently know about them. Like, Caleb City, I would consider to be, like, on the mid to bottom crust of that, I would say. Like, a big memer that people, like, know about. Like, a big... he's not even a memer, really. He's just good at making fucking videos. I think Caleb City's the only one I actually watched, like a big YouTuber or TikToker or streamer or whatever, that I watch like frequently. I never got into Markiplier. Thank God I never got into fucking PewDiePie. I don't think anybody actually got into Jacksepticeye that much. I don't think that ever happened. That's not true. But also, like, you know what I mean. So, like I said, I don't know shit about Germa, other than the being green screened into shit. That's pretty funny. And the one video of him being like, hey, don't do any anti-LGBT shit in my chat. I love that. Don't stop it. Just stop. Don't be mean to them. Which, like, good for him, but also, like, it radiates such just like, I don't know anything about this, but you all need to shut the fuck up, like, energy, as opposed to like, yes, I am a huge ally, I love this shit. Like, you know, big gay energy is what I need the most. Like, that would be nice to see in a big time content creator, but it doesn't happen. They just get those just get death threats. I wouldn't even know what to do with myself if I got that big. I'd probably just be like, how much money of this have I made? And how much of it can I give to people who need it way more than me? Because it's not going to be consistent income. I don't know what the fuck I would do. The thing is, like, YouTube doesn't work that way anymore. Like, somebody the other day was like, oh, YouTube, you can get money off of that. You can do a thing to make money off of if you get some more subscribers. I'm like, And they're like, what is it? This isn't how it works? I'm like, YouTube sucks. It hasn't been like that in a long time. It's like, oh, like, yeah, subscribers have nothing to fucking do with how much money you make on YouTube. I mean, like, you know, you can argue, like, well, yeah, it totally does. It's the most important. Like, no, it's just people that still get notified for your shit. And even then, the way YouTube works, no, it doesn't unless you smash that bell. Like, it's so fucking dumb. And even then, like, yeah, subscribers don't equal money. They actually, unless I'm wrong, they never did. I don't think subscribers ever gave you revenue. I think it's all watch time. I think it's always been watch time. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I'm not done with that fucking thing. There we go. That's the thing happening. There we go. So you just gotta jump around sometimes. You don't need the fucking step stool thing to finish everything, you know? So you can do things based on your own merits, you know? You know? Huh? You know. Minions. I bet I'm the only person who's ever done that, playing this game. I'm not the first person to ever play this game, but I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who's ever made minion joke. Pretty sure, pretty positive. And I gotta say, if I'm not, I was the best at it. I think other big fucking YouTube people that I watched. I mean, you can count like Game Grumps, but like I watched Game Grumps when they weren't that big. Now they're big. Now they are what I consider like big shit. They have a fucking television series. Like they're big. Never got into it. Or what? I loved Game Grumps. When it came out, I loved Game Grumps. I loved a bunch of fucking problematic, horrible shit. Now I know better. And also, like, Game Grumps just got boring for me. I think, I've talked about this on stream before, I think, maybe? Maybe not. I probably just talked to, like, my friends about this. I know I've talked to Sad about Game Grumps before. I've definitely talked to Taylor about Game Grumps several times. I stopped watching, if it's any frame of reference for anybody else. I personally don't know what this frame of reference is for me. I fell off not that long ago, but it was weird because I was bored, but I just kept fucking watching it. Which is why I truly believe that a lot of people just still watch Game Grumps today because they, like, don't have another Let's Play that, like, is two people like that, and it's like well produced, and it's just what they're used to now. that's like it. I don't think most of the people still watching Game Grumps today actually enjoy Game Grumps unless they just like gross men. I don't know. It's bizarre to me. As someone who used to watch them a lot, it's bizarre to me. I don't understand it. Especially after all this sex allegation shit with Dan Avidan and how he's kind of a fucking piece of shit. That shit really hit home with me. I don't like that. I know he responded to it, whatever, I don't care. Fuck you. So did Pro Jared. Suck my fucking balls. Anyway. Why did I bring that up? Oh yeah, I fell off. So you can make fun of me. For how long it took, I guess. You got a stinky butt. Thanks, Martha. I'm assuming that's like a sexy little compliment. I'm assuming you're flirting with me. You're really bad at it, but I'm assuming that's like the case. Anyway. I fucking... I like had a visceral reaction to that. I was like, oh god, I'm being sexually harassed. I fell off at Sonic Boom. I distinctly remember watching the entirety of Sonic Boom Rise Lyric. I remember watching, like, a couple episodes of Wind Waker here and there, and I only watched one of them just because I heard, like, Dan was talking about, like, depression shit. Dan was talking about, like, depression and shit, and how he threw away his meds. Which is a real cool thing to talk about your fan base that's mostly comprised of 14-year-olds. Fucking, I think that's it. That's what I remember. I remember, because, like, say what you will about Dan Harmon, which is a lot, because he's a fucking creep, but, like, you know, he's one of my favorite writers. Fuck him. but he was a big inspiration for me to like start taking my writing more seriously. And I, for better or worse, I learned a lot from what he goes on to say about things that he's made, particularly Community. So when he's talking about Community, he also, like in a public space, like on creator commentary or like interviews and shit, he talks a lot about how like what goes into it. He likes to be very transparent as much as like NDA possible, Anyway, there's if for those who don't know, there is a Game Grumps episode where they fucking have him on for like an hour and a half, I think, and it's like they're playing the Cat in the Hat game for I think the PS2 or GameCube, and it's that's like one of my favorite things they've ever put out. Unfortunately, that's not to say that it's like, oh, it's unfortunate that it's Dan Harmon. I'm like, yeah, it's unfortunate because it's the zenith of that shit. Because 99% of the fucking men that are on that fucking goddamn, actually, just people, not even men. Why subjected to one gender? Most of the people that are on that fucking show are gross. The people that are like, I don't know, redeemable aren't there anymore. I actually occasionally watch Barry Kramer. Barry Kramer's creative. He still makes shit that's like not problematic and gross and stinky. I'm not necessarily highly recommending it to people, but like, he's worth checking out, I guess. But yeah, he's like still alive. He's still making shit. He's still out here. He streams every once in a while. Wow, this is the most I've talked about Game Grumps in a public forum, I think, ever. It's just liberating in some fashion. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like most of the people that still watch Game Grumps, like, they just watch it, like, mouth agape. I think it's just, like, white noise. Because most of the people I say, and that's not even, like, an insult to the people who watch it, I just am like, I don't understand you, I guess. Fucking... Because, like, a lot of people I see still watch are, like, animators and artists and shit. So I think it's just like, oh, this is the thing I put on when I work. It's just whatever, I guess. It would irritate the fuck out of me, personally. But, whatever. Works for you. I draw shit to Liars for Hire. Just like a podcast. With a bunch of silly fucking baby boys. I do recommend that. I do recommend Liars Club, though. Like, actually. They're not big yet. Dun dun dun. And I also don't know them personally or anything. They're just kids on the internet I like watching. So I fully endorse them. With no fucking line of bias. I haven't actually watched the Let's Plays they've done in a while. They've been doing Sea of Thieves, and that is probably fucking hilarious. I never finished Kirby Superstar. It's not because I'm like falling off of their content or anything. It's just because haven't been watching a whole lot of YouTube. Mostly been just working on my own shit. I watch Continue every once in a while. I've been watching Russian Doll on Netflix. I still watch Continue. I think that's one of the most cringy things on my YouTube feed these days, is that I still watch Continue. Or so you'd think on a surface level. You'd be surprised how many jokes they make about, like, how cops suck and, like, all this other shit now. Like, over the past few years, Continue's been, like, quote-unquote based. For a bunch of fucking white dudes on the internet that came from fucking Normal Boots fame, like, it's strange how fucking leftist they are. Like, they already, like, back in the day weren't, like, not that, but they were also just, like, centrist fucking white dudes that grew up with the cast of fucking Normal Boots. It makes sense. But, like, now it's like, oh my god, they'll just make fun of shit. There's an episode where they like make fun of Pro Jared and shit, which is funny because they used to like collab with him. And like, there's another episode of Continue where they talk about him in a positive light and they call him handsome and shit. And now there's an episode like in recent years, like during COVID, where Nick just straight up was like, "LOL, you can do some Pro Jared shit." It's good stuff. Continue is like different because Continue is basically a Let's Play channel, right? But like, it's, I don't know. I don't know. Fuck it. I have weird taste in like video game content shit, which probably explains why my stuff is what it is. Like a lot. It's like, even though like I just talked about how like, you know, I like Liars Club, I hate the format of Liars Club. I hate the Game Grumps fucking super mega format. I hate it. I hate the stream of consciousness Let's Play. That's just like, oh shit, where's the timer? What's up with the fucking timer? What are we gonna do with this shit? Oh, we're gonna put this into this many episodes? This fucking sucks. This is boring. Oh, LOL. Timer? Like, it's fucking, oh my god. It's so fucking boring and obnoxious. Liars Club is funny enough and talented enough to where I don't fucking care. Oh my god, this song. Oh, I'm coming. Anyway, but like, that's why I don't like the format that much. Cause that's the thing, when I remember when people around my age, when Game Grumps was starting, it wasn't super popular yet at all. Like, it was baby shit in comparison to what it was now. It wasn't, like, unknown, because, you know, like, Eagle Raptor and JonTron were still big enough names online, but, like, it was still, like, niche, you know what I mean? Now it's, like, one of the biggest fucking video game-related, like, most popular video game-related channels on YouTube. It's definitely not the biggest, it's not one of the biggest ones, but that's because most of the game-related channels aren't actually about, like, video games, you know what I mean? Like, they're just, like, fucking dumb shit. They're just brainless. But, like, I mean, you could argue Game Grumps is too, but it's different. It's different. Because they're like, it's for people who do love video games, and it's made by people who love video games. It's not just people going, LOL, Five Nights at Freddy's Part 39. This is a weird mod where they have big boobs. But yeah, like, I remember when Game Grumps was, like, new, I guess. People around my age were like, a lot of them didn't even know what a Let's Play was beforehand. They just watched it because they knew one or two of either Eagle Raptor or JonTron, and they just were watching the fucking shit. So like, Let's Plays were like a new territory for them. So a lot of them were just like, no, this is what I watch. I'm like, there are other Let's Plays out there, you know. I was like, you can watch all Let's Plays. I will admit this, because I've talked about it online before, so it's not like a secret. I'm not proud of it. I was big into Oni Plays, which is very problematic. Oni Plays is fucking garbage. The thing I hate, though, and it's why I make Randomrings Let's Plays, it's literally one of the reasons I make Randomrings Let's Plays. You can quote me on this, I don't care. It's embarrassing, but like, it's a thing I've said publicly already, so I don't feel like too ashamed or bad about it. Like, it's not like you're not gonna ruin me or make me feel sad by telling people this. I don't care. Fucking I love the format of that way fucking more than I do fucking Game Grumps. Love it because everybody's having a better time. Why is that, Aiden? You don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're fucking miserable. I doubt it. And here's why. They're not constantly worried about the fucking timer. In the vast majority of those fucking playthroughs, they're just hanging out with their friends and they have mics set up. That's it. Why? Because they edit it the fuck down. Does this take longer to make than what Game Grumps does? Yes. However, I think the content feeling less like there's a gun pointed to your head is like significantly worth it. That's why I make Randomrings Let's Plays. That's why if you look at the first, which I don't fully recommend because my voice is super fucking like, I've been talking about gender dysphoria and how my voice is making me fucking subconscious now during this stream because it's late and I've drank too much Coke. He drinks more Coke. But like, back like when Randomrings Let's Play started in 2020, I like don't sound like the same human being. It's unbelievable, unfucking believable how far I've come in such a short time span. Can't wait for my throat to fucking explode and just not have one anymore, and then just be mute and have gender dysphoria for other reasons. Be able to focus on other things, you know. I want a yogurt tube. No kid with a phone spelled it that way. Just autocorrect would kick in. It wouldn't. The kid would not have the wherewithal to go out of the way to backspace all that. Johnny bit me. At least it wasn't Charlie. That kid won't fucking leave. But yeah, I like that it is stream of consciousness, but it's edited down. You can edit whatever the fuck, but it's not quite like a highlight reel because the other shit, because the original is not out. You see. But yeah, if you look in like original Randomrings Let's Play, it's like it's not as it's basically just fucking like Oni Plays format. If I can make shit like that, but for people who, you know, are in racial and sexual and gender minorities that want to watch content without being ostracized, I would proudly make that. I don't necessarily want that to be the selling point. I would like to think I have some original merit as a content creator, but at the same time, before I came out, a lot of people compared me to, oh god, I hate this, a lot of people compared me to Chris O'Neill, like, overall mannerisms, the fact that I'm a fucking, you know, for all they knew, Irish, to most white Americans, Irish and Scottish people are the same. No, I'm not saying that's true, I'm just saying that's what people think. It's not true. It's not. Anyway, I'm saying a lot of fucking dumb shit. This is the real reason Anti-Aiden doesn't stream past 2 in the morning, because they will just say a bunch of dumb shit. I mean, like I said, this is all shit I've talked about before. This is, like, safe. It's embarrassing, but it's safe. I like to be transparent, you know. There's not a whole lot of dirt to dig up on me, because I just dig it up myself and place it on your fucking front porch like a cat with a dead rat. I have a feeling we should do this part of the thing later. Let's turn this. Let's ship this somewhere else. How about? There we go. Oh, there's a bunch of shit in my way. I can't. Gotta clean up your toys, Aiden. Gotta clean up your fucking toys. This we can probably plant over here. Actually, we might be able to use that later. And, I'm gonna take the scaffolding.
Oh, so I'm the scaffolding bitch now.
Can I put this in a way that isn't fucking dumb? Is that something I can do? Because I would love to if it were an option. Can we, like, rotate that to where, like, it's not fucking stupid? I think that would just be, like, neat. I think that'd be so cool. I thought there was a way to... Oh, yeah, you can rotate it. I forgot. I figured that out. I figured that out with Sad, too. Okay. But yeah, I like that format. And a lot of people a lot of people don't do that format, and I understand why. It takes a long time to make from experience. But I really like what I've been coming up with recently. So I would say on a personal note that it's worth it, but it's not the same for everybody, you know? I'm personally very proud of, like genuinely, I'm not even fucking joking, like, I've been saying this for months. Sonic Boyfriend Zero Gravy is one of the videos I am the proudest of that I've ever made in any channel on anything. I don't know why. It's like probably not like my funniest video. I don't know. I love it. It is one of the proudest I've ever been of a piece of media I've ever fucking created. And it's not even like, a lot of people will probably say it's not even my best Randomrings Let's Play video. I love how it's called Randomrings Let's Play video too. That's probably gonna piss a lot of people off because I think people have a definition in their head of what Let's Plays are, and I don't think Random Rings Let's Plays in most purposes fits the bill. In my opinion of what a Let's Play is, the bows counts, and Hand in a Puppet counts, the For Honor one. So the Final Fantasy XIV one, the For Honor one, and the Origami one count as Let's Plays in my head of what I define as a Let's Play, which I guess I should go into that. I define it as just people playing video games, doing commentary over it, and in real time. Because here's my thing: if you've added to a stream highlight reel, is it not still technically under a Let's Play? So if you just cut out the one part of it, you know, what's the point of policing the definition, I suppose? There's no point in, like, not policing it. There's no point in saying the other way around, you know, but it's the thing. We gotta stop this fucking stream soon. I'm not even making sense anymore. And it's past 2:30. It's probably a good time to wrap it up. Why can't I get in here? This sucks. I'm angry. Here we go. I'm gonna get one of those fucking animal learning to talk, like, mats for my streams. I'll get a I'm hitting the fucking mouse wire with my foot as I'm adjusting myself. What are they called? Stream Deck, right? Not Steam Deck, a Stream Deck. The thing where there's all little buttons, and you press them, and you can map them to things on your stream, including a panic button for hate raids. I don't have one of those. I'll buy one of those. I'll spend an ungodly amount of money on one of those so I can tap it and go, mad! Mad! Aiden! Food! Now! And then chat will have to come feed me. Just the way this works. It's not parasocial unless you make it weird, okay? Hmm? Random Rings streams. It's not parasocial unless you make it weird, okay? Okay. Anyway, so yeah, like, but like for all intents and purposes, like most of the Random Rings Let's Plays videos are not Let's Plays anymore. But I was like, on a surface level of like, if I showed this to my friends, most of which don't frequent video game related content on the internet that much, or at least not as often as I do, for sure. If they saw this, like, to them, it's basically the same content. So, who cares? But yeah, other than the Bows, Bungled Weasley, and Hand in a Puppet, so respectively Final Fantasy XIV one, the Origami video, and the For Honor video I did. Other than those three, yeah, the rest of the Random Rings Let's Plays are basically just stream highlights. They're like technically not Let's Plays, but they can be under the moniker of Random Rings Let's Plays because I'm not making a whole other series for stream highlights. No, there's no point. There's absolutely no point. Because I always hated that too. People will be like, oh, this is a whole new show we're doing. And it's like the same fucking thing that they do normally on their YouTube channel. It's just like, instead of doing this with horror movies, we're doing it with rom-coms. It's a whole new show. And it's like, no, it's just a subsect of what you already fucking do. And then they'll be like, oh, don't... Game Grumps do this all the fucking time. And that's the thing, I was like, I don't care, name your content whatever you want. But then, like, every other episode, people are like, oh, next time on the fucking Game Grumps, and they'll be like, oh my god, it's not called that. And it's like, oh my god, why did you make it the most confusing and stupid shit in the world then? Because if your guests don't even care, if your co-host doesn't even care, then guess who else is gonna care? Your fucking audience. Except, yes, they do, because they're fucking Game Grumps fans. I mean, I love Game Grumps fans. No, I fucking don't. Who am I lying? Who am I lying to? I don't fucking care. I don't care what you like. I watch cringe shit. I used to watch a lot of Rick and Morty. I get it. I like can't. My love for that show is like fucking just completely fucking deflated, which is probably for the best because it was already brain rot to begin with. It's just like everything that was like even remotely charming or interesting or creative about that show just like withered after season like 2. But I would say 3. Which makes sense because that's where all the writers fucking dipped off after 3. It's just so just fucking Simpsons now. It's science fantasy Simpsons now. It's fucking garbage. And you would probably think, Aiden, that's just Futurama. I'm like, no. Futurama's characters are more interesting to watch, which sucks. Fucking ruined so much of that shit. Which, the reason it sucks is because, like, Futurama didn't hinge on, like, the mystery of what the fuck is going on most of the time. It just had clever ideas on its own. Fucking Rick and Morty, like, kinda didn't. But there was a what the fuck is going on factor. And it was, I feel it was well done. Up until the end is, like, season 3. And then season 5 just completely obliterates it. And is like, hey, we got 7 more seasons of this to drag out. Let's just annihilate one of the key fucking things that makes this show cool. Like, season 6 is going to end probably abruptly too. One of the biggest fucking things from season 1 that was built up in that show for no fucking reason. I guarantee you they're not going into a bigger, more interesting arc with it. Guaranteed. They're gonna advertise that they are. They're gonna make a lot of fans think they are, but they're not. They're not actually doing that at all. Anyway, I should probably stop the stream very soon. Oh, I just realized it's not called, like, the timber frames like it is in that one fucking thing. It's called the soul, because it's a big boot. Love big boots here. I mean, realistically, I'm probably just gonna... Because I'm like, oh, I want to come to a stopping with it. But realistically, like I said last time I streamed this, I'm probably going to cut stream. And then, like... Then probably just play this in bed. I'll probably upload the VODs. And then just stream this in bed. Actually, I'm probably not even gonna upload the VODs. Because it's very late. I'll probably just do that tomorrow. I might straight up just fucking fuck around and render Pokemon video. Doc, we found a mucky old thing in our garage. Let us know when you're free to come over and give it a wash. Okay, Aura Smith. Don't want to miss a yucky thing. I'm going poop. Thanks, Martha. I like your honesty. I'm going poop. I like your moxie, kid. Cool. Let's clean this off and then I'll end the stream. Wow. Eat this up. I thought there was a bigger point I was going to there with the whole Let's Play thing and like what I'm doing with my content, but I don't remember what the fuck it was. So, oh well. There's that. We did 60% of this, and we finished the fucking skate park, and we finished that whole fucking bungalow. So I'd say we did pretty fucking good, all things considered. That was a good time. I enjoyed myself, and I hope you enjoyed yourself too, of course, as usual. Not to be Mr. Rogers about it. It seems insincere when I do it, I feel. But, I mean it, you know? I always hope that my fucking chat has a good time. I always hope that everybody's good and good to go. So, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and, exit out of this goddamn fucking game. Thank you, Kimbo Sly? Did I get that even remotely right? I'm glad you enjoyed. Next time I won't be so fucking tired and unhinged, and my voice will sound better, maybe, probably not. Really? Look at me fucking go. My goddamn English degree. I learned how to read 3 words. Glad you had a good time. Thank you for hanging out.